Hi there, I'm Nick. I'm the store manager at Power Golf Castle Hill, located in Sydney's northwestern suburbs, and today we're going to take a closer look at the new Big Bertha iron from Callaway. I remember growing up, my dad had a set of Big Bertha irons, the original ones, and at the time they were one of the longest and one of the most forgiving irons on the market. So when Callaway goes and puts Big Bertha on an iron, there's a pretty strong heritage that they're going to have to live up to. So let's have a look at this club and see whether or not it stacks up to the predecessors before it. The Big Bertha iron fits into a segment of Callaway's range that they've probably been missing of late, and that's in the game improvement category. Getting a club that's going to help a mid to high handicapper get more out of their irons, get more consistent shots. So it's nice that they've actually brought this club into their range. If we have a look at the style of the club, we've got a really nice clean black finish to it, or a darker finish, so that's going to give it a real high-end polished look. With the actual style of the club, we see it's got nice wide soles, especially in the longer irons. The wider sole helps concentrate more weight down into the bottom of the club, and it's going to help get the ball up in the air. However, the thing that Callaway's done to make the clubs playable throughout the set is they then actually narrow that sole width down. So once you're getting down into the shorter irons, narrower sole width means it's quite playable for those shorter approach and touch style shots. Now, the big claim that Callaway's making with this iron is that it's going to go 2 clubs longer than your current iron. Now, that's a pretty big claim to make. Any of you guys who know about specifications and styles of clubs would look at that claim and go, oh, well, you've just adjusted the specs of it. You know, my 8 iron's going to go as far as my 6 iron. All you've done is you've lengthened the shaft, changed the loft. Instead of putting 6, you put 8, and therefore it's going to go as far. But that's actually not the case. The specifications of these irons are pretty much in line with a lot of other irons on the market. So how do they actually go about giving you that extra distance? So there are 2 features that are doing that. The first is a 360 cup face. Now, that's a face design that Callaway's been using in their X Hot Fairway Woods, X2 Hot Fairway Woods and hybrids, and it's a design that allows them to achieve much higher ball speeds than they would if they weren't using that. Normally a face, just a single piece that's put on the front of the club, but the 360 cup face basically supports the whole face around the top and the back here. So basically all the way around here and the face is one single piece. And the advantage of that is you get the face to be a lot more supported, which means they can then thin it out, which then allows it to flex more and create more ball speed. Now the ball speed's then what's going to give us the distance. The good thing with this design is that we're getting ball speed off a wide area of the face. So we've got a nice stable club and nice consistency. There's no point getting really high ball speed off the middle and not off center hits, because you actually then make the club less forgiving. The other technology that they've used to help create the more ball speed is what they call standing wave. It's also a feature that you'll see in their X2 Hot Fairway Woods and hybrids, and that's effectively like a little wall that sits inside the head, and it helps with energy transfer. So when the ball, or when you hit a shot, the ball hits the face, you've got a lot of energy go back into the club, and then it's got to come back out through the ball to give you a ball speed. And that little wall Callaway's found transfers a lot of that energy back through the shot to give you your performance. And so in terms of their claim, does it actually go further? In our in-store testing, it does. It's actually quite dramatic, the amount of ball speed that you'll find that this increases over not only other clubs in Callaway's range, but also other clubs in the market. When we were testing it, we found that we were up to sort of 7 to 15 mile an hour worth of ball speed, which is quite incredible. The thing to just be a little bit careful of is with the standing wave, it lowers the center of gravity of the club, moves a little bit further forward to the face. It does make the club come out with a little less spin. So if you are someone who doesn't spin their irons a lot, you can actually have a bit of a problem if you are hitting this club, because it almost comes out too hot and you get a bit of release at the back end of your shot. So club hits the green and rolls out a little bit. So there are some people that might find that even though it comes off hotter, it doesn't perform as consistently as they like. But there's no question that we are seeing a lot more ball speed and a lot more distance out of this club. If you want to see whether or not this club's right for you and whether or not the ball's spinning enough to allow you to hit the club consistently, that's where we come in. head into your nearest Power Golf store and we'll take you through a personalized power fit, and we'll go through and we'll see whether or not this club is right for you. We'll have a look at the overall iron fitting with shafts, lengths, lies, to make it perform the best for you. If we find that this isn't the right club for you, that's not a problem. Callaway's got some great irons throughout their range, or it might be in another brand that will find something that works for you. Hope to see you soon.